Alright guys, Buddy Kindits here. Check this out. I'm taking out my Kingsong S18. I haven't ridden this yet, so I'm gonna try to get some miles on it, see what it feels like, and let's try this. I usually just ride the V8F, but it seems pretty quiet today. I'm gonna try it on grass so I don't destroy the wheel here. So it is it's double the weight of the V8, so let's see if I can actually get onto this. Oh, it's kind of heavy. It's got a slow start. The reason why you get this is for the suspension, really. So let's see if I can get this. So I'm getting used to it now. It feels definitely very different. Almost the suspension gets some getting used to, actually. So as you can see, I can move, but it feels weird. So I'm rolling right now. It's like gliding on water. Really different. But it's kind of sluggish as well, so it's kind of weird. Let's do a couple more runs before I feel comfortable. So maybe I should lock the suspension first. That way it won't bounce. Maybe get used to that first. Oh. This is really, it's not as powerful as like torquey. It's not torquey at all. I'm actually quite surprised. I would have expected it, because it's more powerful than my other one, be more torquey, but it actually isn't. I'm gonna do a couple more rounds, guys. All right, I'm rolling, getting some used to it. It's not bad. It moves really well. But it does take a little bit more time, and it doesn't have as much torque as I thought it would have. I can see why people like torquier wheels. All right, let's keep going. So I locked up the suspension for the time being. I'll turn it on in a minute here. So I am riding pretty good with it. All right, let me do a couple more tracks here to get a good idea. Then I'll move on to pavement. So this wheel also has a safety measure where you need about 10 kilometers before it unlocks the next speed. And like I said, I haven't started that, so that's why I took this out today. I haven't ridden this yet, so wow, I got stuck in a hole. So you guys can see the road, the grass here, it's a little bumpy. Didn't have enough power to get me out of there, so all right. I actually set this on expert level, so it would have more torque, but I didn't think it actually doesn't. Come on. Nope. Good news is it hasn't dropped yet. Alright guys, so I've been practicing doing like figure eights on this grass, and it does take some getting used to, but I can do it. Alright guys, so I've engaged the suspension, and it is way better with the suspension. It's like gliding on stuff. I can see why people like suspension. The interesting thing is that it's kind of you just don't know how it lands, and so you just have to get used to the suspension, and And once you get used to it, I think it'll work out pretty good. So so I'll show you guys test run. Let's go. So this is with the suspension. You guys probably can tell it's a little bit more stable, and I can feel the difference. It's like butter, versus like really hard bumps that your knees would absorb. So definitely worth buying with the suspension. Like I said, just it feels different, and it's hard to you really have to try it to see how you like it. And like this wheel doesn't have a lot of power, but it's, as you can see, I'm carving pretty good on this grass here, and it's going pretty smooth. So all right. So I checked the O-ring here, and I think I'm gonna need more air in the. When it compresses, I'm almost at that sort of. I need more air on the top pressure. Yeah, so I'm gonna lock it out for now. So I have to admit, the 18-inch wheels feel really stable. Like you're not going to get knocked off. great for the off-road. Like, it was buttery smooth. I need to add more air to the chamber. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's not as torquey as like even the V8. Like, it doesn't take off. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I thought it'd be more torquey, but it actually isn't. But it is a very smooth wheel, I have to admit. It's like once you move, you're pretty much like it's hard to turn. That's how steady it is. Otherwise, it's actually a pretty good wheel. It's not as torquey and powerful as I thought it would be for like a 18-inch wheel. My 16-inch like V8 is more torquey, which is really interesting. So this picks up speed, but it's like a gradual pickup. So yeah, maybe it's one of the settings. If you guys know, let me know. I'll change it in the app or something. But yeah, it's pretty good. So I do like the off-road capabilities, but I think I'm gonna have to get the V12 high speed or high torque. I haven't decided yet. So yeah, this has no like power, so it's interesting. It's like a gradual start, and because it's so big and I don't weigh that much, it's hard to like lean forward to get this moving. So all right guys, stay tuned for my footage, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you want to pick up an EV, click the link below, helps the channel out, and we'll see you on the next one, guys.